Yes, I started this series. It's a marketing series and was kind of leading up to marketing pillars. Again, marketing pillars are things you do for marketing, but things is kind of a small word because they're total systems. They're done consistently for consistent results. There's a lot of different things that we can use as marketing pillars. And I find a lot has to do with personality. Some people love some type of marketing. Some people love a different type of marketing. There's people that really like the social media and the Facebook. Other people feel that they make a better connection. It's easier to sign up people when they get, nose to nose or belly to belly, and they're out there doing a promotional booth. Some school owners feel that they impact kids more if one of their marketing pillars is school talks. And every single week they're out there doing school talks. And it'd be really nice if we could find out one thing that works for everyone. But the truth is, there's a lot of things that work good for promoting martial arts schools. There's not many things that work great. For great results, we have to do several different things. And I got started yesterday just by going over these that are called the Unshakable Eights. 8 things that have to do with anything you're marketing. One is your brand. Make sure you have a strong brand image. People in town are seeing your name. You have an authority. In other words, it's not just we teach karate, but we are the self-defense experts. Or that we are the fitness experts that use self-defense so you're getting fit with a purpose. We want to make sure that no matter what you're doing, you get visibility. So people aren't just going by your school and go, hey, there's a martial arts school over there. They're seeing you around town. They're seeing you at your events. They see your logo. They see stickers on cars. The pen they have to pick up has the name of your school on it, so you're visible everywhere. You are on social media, so you're taking full advantage of Facebook and Instagram. When you're doing marketing, you're measuring results. So at the end of the month, you say, hey, I got 20 new students. 5 came from birthday parties. 3 came from my website. This is so that you have measured results. This is really, really important. But it's really important, too, that when someone comes into your school and they're signing up and you say, hey, how'd you hear about our school? Probably a lot of people are going to say website because that's the last thing they saw. But the website wasn't got them interested. In other words, maybe they came to a birthday party. Because of the birthday party, they want to find out more information. So they went to your website. When they asked them, how did you hear about our school? They say it was a website, but it was really the birthday party. So we got to make sure we do take measurements. We want to see the results we're getting, but that's got to be good, solid information. Another thing we talked about yesterday really fast is no matter how we get a lead, we have to nurture it. Some people are going to come in, they're going to walk in and go, hey, I want to do martial arts. I mean, they're ready to buy. There's no nurturing there. But if you had someone come in and did an event, all of a sudden they weren't really thinking of doing martial arts, but they want to kind of see this event and this show and learn more about Bully Proof. Well, we're going to have to keep in contact with that prospect for a while. We want to nurture them, continue to educate them about martial arts, showing them what all martial arts it's good for. It's fitness. It could be the values. It could be the confidence, self-esteem. And then we talked about building a culture. I mean, why do people want to stick to your school? Do they know that your school is a place where there's a lot of adults are very serious about martial arts? Maybe there's some ex-military there, and they want to be around people like that. That could be your culture. We talked about Tom Baker yesterday, how he has a culture of family. So if he's going to do an event that has to do with family, his students are going. And when they talk about it's a family school. He does twice a year, he'll do a chili cook-off, and he'll fill a corner of a park in town with everyone that's coming in with their chili. They bring their friends, they bring their family, they play badminton, they're playing horseshoes, they're doing all kinds of things. But the culture is, hey, when people get together, families get around, it's a family school. So you got to really make sure that you understand and you create a culture. Now, we start talking about a couple of things, company marketing pillars yesterday. The one I talked about yesterday was guest day. And today we're going to talk about parents' night outs. I know a lot of people do parents' night outs. This is usually planned for the second week of the month. When I start thinking about internal marketing, I want to make sure that we have something planned for every single week of the month. First week, we're doing guest days. Second week, we're doing parents' night outs. Parents' night out gives the parents an opportunity to drop their kids off. So maybe they're going to go out to dinner. Some schools refer to this as students' night out. In other words, with a parents' night out, if you're really going to provide a service for parents and they're going to go out to eat and go to a movie, now you've got to have the kids there maybe 3 or 4 hours. But with a students' night out, the students get to go out on their own on a Friday night, and they're going to your school and hang around with their friends. Maybe they're doing some dodgeball or something like that, and it's only 90 minutes. In other words, you're not taking them for 3 hours. So it's not the opportunity for the parents to go out. It's the opportunity for the kids to go out on a Friday night. Kids love this. I mean, very few kids just have a regular thing there where they're just going out at night. Well, this is a Friday night. It's dark out. It's after dinner. They get to go out and play with their friends, have a lot of fun for an hour and a half. So, again, it could be a parent's night out or it could be a student's night out. If things are going to be a pillar, we have to make sure that we're doing them all the time. So, for some reasons, Friday just seems to be a good night. The second Friday seems to work because it's the week after the kids coming in and bringing their friends. So let's just assume everyone's going to do it on Friday night. It's on your calendar. It's on your calendar for every single month for the rest of the year. Some things work really good. Some things bomb. Some people say that, hey, we tried this. We did the kids' night out. We showed a movie. The kids just talked to it. Yeah, that's one of the things that we've learned over the years that, movie nights it may seem like a great idea, but it's a really hard thing to run. However, atomic dodgeball, where the kids get to play dodgeball and have teams, that's a fantastic one. Kids love to do the Nerf balls, or not Nerf balls, but the Nerf guns. That's a really popular one because of the fun factor. Board breaking nights, really fun because it's involved with martial arts, and then kids all get to break a board. That's a blast. So these could be 3 popular ones. Some school owners try to change the theme every single month. Some school owners get the 3 themes that work the best and then just rotate. So every 3 months is dodgeball. Every 3 months is the intergalactic Nerf battle. I just wrote those names down because you got to make it sound fun, right? If you just say we're doing dodgeball, that's not that. But if you do atomic nuclear dodgeball and you have a glow-in-the-dark dodgeball and things like that, that's just bringing the fun factor up, and up. So a few things. The important thing is we want a lot of people there. So we don't just say, hey, we're having this parents' night out. We got to make sure we talk about it. So I'm going to talk to parents about this at the front counter or person to person. So when people are coming into your school and your front-end person's greeting them, they're going to ask them if they're all signed up for the parents' night out, telling them what they're doing and what to expect. The instructors need to be excited. And if it's a week before your dodgeball and all of a sudden at the end of class you're doing 5 minutes of dodgeball, kids are going to have a blast. They're going to see the instructors really excited, the instructors having fun. It's going to create more people coming to this event. Of course, we want to be social, so we're going to make sure we post it on Facebook on our school site, and we're going to put it on Instagram. Another thing that you can do to help out the parents, if you're going to do a parents' night out, maybe have a restaurant in your shopping center. If you could find out if you can get some type of discount for the parents. Maybe they can get half off on an appetizer, or they're going to get a free dessert. And now when parents sign up for the parents' night out, they're also getting a certificate that's going to cover them and save some money at the restaurant. This is just a great extra service. It's also cool because a lot of parents, their friends become other parents at the martial arts school. So this helps them go to the same restaurant, and they get to socialize together. Now, some schools include Parents Night Out with their tuition. So they have a tuition, it's $180 a month. $180 a month covers everything. That covers their testing and covers a Parents Night Out. Other schools like to do kind of what I call the a la carte method. So they're paying for their lessons, but if they want to do things that are extra, they're going to pay extra, and this extra becomes a revenue-generating event. I think they both work great. It's totally up to the personality instructor. I'm not going to say you're going to sign up more students on a freebie than they're paying, because we've tested that out. It seems that it's about the same. So either one's fine. Now, we want to make sure that the kids have something to tell their parents about. So when kids come back from Parents Night Out and they're riding with their parents, they're going to say, hey, guess what we did? We did this. We want to talk about it. So a couple of things you want to do is you want to gather the parents' information. You can do this several different ways. When parents come in to drop their kids off, get their contact information just in case of emergency contacts. And now you've got their cell phone number and you got their email address. You may want to do this where your students and their friends actually register with a free PG on Rainmaker, so they can register beforehand and they can invite their friends on the PG for Rainmaker. Again, it's nice to have kids bring something home. This is kind of really going old school, but I tell you, the kids love it. This is like the new Polaroid camera. There's a few of them out. It's just like the old Polaroid where you can take a picture a minute later that it develops and you can give it to the child. One of the things that I found out worked really good, we did this in our school in Mesa and in Boca Raton. We would do board breaking or do something fun at Parents Night Out. We would take a picture and would give it to the child, and we put it on a flyer, said to parents, we didn't want you to miss out on this magic moment in your child's life. So we stapled the picture right to that flyer, give them the flyer, kids go home and they get to show the parents the picture that was taken at the Parents Night Out. Not that expensive, but again, it's giving something to talk about. We talk about referrals. Referrals only come when people are talking about your school. So give them something to hand out and bring home. So that would be a Parents Night Out. There's a lot of different ways, different themes, but that would be the plan. Next thing I want to do is we talked about the first week of the month that we're doing that guest day. Second week of the month, now we have a Parents Night Out. Third week of the month, this is when we do what's called a VIP party. A VIP stands for Very Involved Parent. What we want to do is we want to get the parents to come in after they enroll their child, and what they're going to be doing is they're going to be getting a little refresher on exactly what the school is all about, when the classes are, what the kids need to require for stripe testing and belt testing, how the attendance should be, when they should arrive to the school, how late after class should parents pick up the kids. So we're doing that a little briefing. With the VIP class, we're also having the parents try out martial arts. So one of the things where it says practice PG1. PG1 is a system we do after a new student has been a student for about 2 weeks. And we're talking to the parent. And the whole idea is to start educating the parent on what they're watching in class. So how's Dave been doing in class? I see you here watching all the time. Oh, he looks pretty good. Some of those kids are really, but he's doing pretty good. Well, Mrs. Smith, when we first start off, there's kids in the school here that have been here weeks. Kids have been here for months. It's really important not to judge your child on everyone else, but judge your child on the progress he's making. Because all kids progress at a slightly different rate. If you notice our instructors are called good finders. They're looking for your child to do something really, really good, and then they're going to remark on that, and that positive reinforcement is going to get them more confidence. In fact, we're going to have a class in a couple weeks for all the new parents, and during that class, we're going to talk about how to help instill confidence in your child, so we're both working as a team. So we're going to talk about that. So that's going to be part of the class. Things we're going to need for this VIP class, our handouts. So we're going to have a handout on how to build confidence in child. We're going to have targets because we're going to teach the parents how to kick targets. I'm going to have uniforms just in case they see a mom or dad, they're having a really great time. And I go, wow, you seem like you're really enjoying this class. Oh, yeah, I thought my kids would like it, but I love this. Well, I'm just going to give them a uniform and invite them to be my guests for the next couple weeks. By giving the uniform and just giving them a chance to try it, I'm pretty sure I can sign those people up as regular students. I'm also going to practice PG2. Now, PG2 is our progress and goal check number 2. It's really important because this time we're going to actually talk to the parents during this class on what happens when their child does no longer want to do martial arts. So we're going to talk about, hey, parents, everyone has highs and lows in their training. Don't be surprised if someday that your child goes, hey, I don't want to go today, because things happen. Maybe they were talking to a friend. Maybe they had a project for school. This sometimes happens. But we also know how important it is to set these goals for David and what he's going to get out of the future. So if this happens, we always want to team up. We never want to give up on David. So just bring it to my attention. I've been through this thousands of times where kids have highs and lows in the training. I'll talk to David. We'll get him back on track. It's something we can work on. The reason I want to bring this to parents' attention, I don't want them to freak out saying, he doesn't want to go. I just put all this money into it. I just signed up for you. No. Now, this is part of life. And I just want to show them that I'm always willing to team up, and we never want to give up on David. So with this VIP class, a couple things to make sure you have success. When your new student first signs up, saying next time we're going to be together is during the VIP classes. A VIP class is for very involved parents. We're going to talk about coaching your child. We're going to talk about becoming good finders. I'm going to give you a short orientation to the school. So we make that appointment. We give them a reminder card so they know that the third Wednesday of the following month, they're going to be at your martial arts school. And schedule this during a regular beginner adult class. Explain that this is an orientation, a coaching class. Tell them to wear something comfortable. So now they're wearing loose pants and a t-shirt. Want to make sure they show up. So we're going to call them and remind them of the class. When we remind them of the class, I want to say both you and Mr. Smith are going to be there. Oh, yeah, we'll both be there. Hey, that's great. You may want to even send a text reminder a few hours before the event because, again, we want everyone to show up. Now, they're coming in. They're learning some skills, which I'm going to go over in a second. They're getting the orientation. I don't want them to just take the class and leave. I want to make sure I have something after. So we may have snacks. We may have donuts and bagels. I could have coffee and water after class. I just want to have a little social time after. So if anyone has any questions about what they learned in class, or if they have questions on how they can get involved, I'm ready to talk to them. Okay, now during this class, so I'm going to pre-frame the class just the way I said. We're going to do a warm-up. Now, I want the parents to get a little sore. I found just by experimentations that if I do 30 push-ups in the class, the parents are going to feel it the next day. They may wake up the next day, wow, I'm a little sore, man. That was a pretty good workout. I'm in better shape than I thought I was. I thought I was going to be really sore. So you want to get them a little sore. That's really important. It's going to just point out to them about the importance of fitness and how martial arts is going to get them fit. I'm going to teach them some easy basics. We're going to do a jab or maybe just a palm heel. I'm going to do a front kick, just kicking upward, not out. If I have some talented parents, I may even do a roundhouse kick. So the whole idea is to be able to lead up to a combination. Now I'm going to talk about, hey, remember when we talked about getting your children more confidence? One of the things we do in class is called PCP. We praise, we correct, and we praise them again. So for instance, if your child's doing a punch, he's not really doing it right, I may go over there and say, David, I go, you've got some great enthusiasm and energy. Would you like to get that punch even better? David goes, yes. Okay, close that fist a little tighter. Make sure you punch straight out. Do it again. David, that's exactly what I was looking for. Parents, it works amazing in class. You may even want to try it at home. So if all of a sudden you find your son, all of a sudden his room looks really clean, and you remark about it, and you say, hey, now, if you want to even help me a little more, if you want to help me do the kitchen, I'd greatly appreciate that. Then he helps you do the kitchen, you praise him again. So PCP works great in the martial arts. So I just want to share you that because it's a real cool technique to do at home also. So then I'm going to sit down. I'm going to kind of cover what we did. I'm going to review a little about, the belt graduation, make sure the parents know that the kids have to be there twice a week. I'm going to look at the parents and go, just tell me, did you have a good time? And the parent goes, yeah, it was really fun. I thought that was great. And now you're just looking for everyone. If someone had a good time, you say, parents, no pressure here. We do have parents that sit on the sidelines and they support their kids, and that's totally amazing. We have other parents that all of a sudden either want to do martial arts themselves or they want to have an activity to share with their children and they want to join. If you're not quite sure, I totally understand. I'd love to have you take the next couple of weeks absolutely free. If you decide that you do want to become a super very involved parent, we can talk about that later. So again, I'm not really doing the sale. Hopefully, if I do a really good job and I got the parents smiling, they're going to see that this would be fun to do with their child, just like this picture here, doing with their kid, a great activity. In fact, I was talking to a client. I wish I could remember his name. He was telling me that he had a father and son start training when they're young teens. The kid turned 18. He's going away to college. The dad was 3 months away from getting his black belt, and the dad stopped doing martial arts. The instructor says, I can't believe it. You're 3 months away from getting your black belt. The guy goes, I had no really interest in getting my black belt. The only thing I'm interested in is doing something positive with my kids. And now that my kid's going away from college, I'm good. So you do have those parents. Parents know that, there's a lot of things you just can't do with your kids, but martial arts is just a great activity. So that kind of wraps up our internal marketing. And again, week 1, we're doing the guest day. Week 2, we're doing the parents night out. Week 3, we're trying to get parents to add on. In week 4, that's our stripe testing. So we're going to be busy throughout that. But this is just taking, I know I'm supposed to do internal marketing, and it's creating internal marketing into a pillar. So every single week, something's happened at your school. You're going to have new feet on the mat. You're getting new prospects. You can work on those prospects. Some people probably want to sign up right away. Some people are going to need some nurturing. But it's a great way to build your school. I want everyone to have a remarkable school. When I say remarkable school, you have to give people something to remark about. So if you do an event and all of a sudden someone goes to work, go, hey, what'd you do this week? Hey, I went to this martial arts class because my kids started, man, I had some fun. We learned this, we learned that. So now it's giving people something to talk about, and that's how you're also going to build up your referrals, which would be the next thing we're going to talk about next Monday. How to create referrals so they don't just happen sporadically, but you create a system for referrals. Glad we had more people on today. It's awesome. I know there's a little confusion. I saw people jump on early, but this meeting is always at 12 noon Eastern. I do it Monday and Tuesday. Now tomorrow, William Pearson and I will be on. I think he's going to be talking about helping you automate some of these programs so you get even better results than just making announcements and have people sign up. Any questions? Comments? No? Very, very cool. Give me a thumbs up, and I will see everyone later. Thanks so much. I'm going to put a recording on this. If you want a chance to get the notes, we'll have a recording. And once I'm done with this series, I will make a PDF and send the PDF so everyone has a note so they can train their staff on these same things. Thank you.